hands. Another Earthbender's Ascension, okay. So now they can... Okay, well, we get to get them with this Hex. I don't know what they can draw to get out of this at this point. Alright. Unfortunately, you need to take away my Fire Lord. Before... Probably should have held the core since I have Ugin in my hand.
Interventions, I wield the essence of this world.
They're keeping on top. That seems strange. Hitting Ugin. Let's see. I could Elspeth and then 0 Ugin to make 2 6/6s. That probably just ends the game, right? Alright. We get to draw a card. Nice. So now we get to hold up Hex too.
I grant you, I am the master. I will mend the wise. Heed my advice.
We can get a bunch of Firdoch Cores. Yeah.
We stand united.
Okay, I forgot about Iceberg. That's pretty good. Welcome in, everyone. Sean here. Got a revision update, if you will, on the Black-White Annex deck that I made a video of right after Lorwyn Eclipse dropped. Was having a lot of success with the original Annex Core Black-White deck. Metagame has evolved a lot since the last time I touched it, and Lessons is back on top. So Lessons is one of the decks that my very, very first Black-White deck, pre-Lorwyn Eclipsed, gosh, what was the last set? Avatar, in Avatar Standard, was playing the Black-White control deck specifically to target Lessons. Because you get to main deck Get Lost, you can play Aang's Iceberg to answer Artist Talents. Iceberg also answers Monument. Ugin on the top end, they don't have a clean way to remove it, and it can answer Artist Talents. And then you also have a bunch of discard. You get to play the Wraths. So, yeah, and the key card there, although current Lessons builds, not all of them play Storm Chaser's talent. Some of them are choosing to play main deck counter spells instead. But if they are playing Storm Chaser's talent, then Pest Control is one of our best cards against them. So that was like what inspired that very first Black-White deck. From one of the first videos I made on the channel. And we're coming back to it because Lessons is on top again. The State of the Meta put out by the Rebellion had Lessons at number 1 most successful deck the past week. Landfall number 2, and then the Izzet Spellslinger deck is number 3. So obviously the Realm Championships and Arena Championships happened this weekend, and it kind of shook that up. So, you know, Simic Cub is back in the mix. Dimir Midrange made a big splash. The Spelementals and the Elementals decks made a big impact. So, you know, that's definitely not set in stone, but the point of exploring this space was to try and like find the black control deck that had a good Lessons matchup. Last video I made was exploring green black to try and see if that was the answer. I think that deck, more I thought about it, I think I mentioned it in the video as well when I did the deck tech, but that deck just had too much air in it, too many ramp spells, not enough action. This deck is still playing core, but no elves, no Mutavault guy, and instead we're just playing more interaction. And then I'm also playing 3 of the non-Ugin planeswalkers, so Elspeth, Liliana, and Ajani. They all had their moments to shine in the videos, in the matches that I just recorded. So pretty happy with like that spread of threats. And then other card choices, Aang's Iceberg, great against Lessons. Get Lost and Aang's Iceberg are both great against Lessons. They're both great against Mono Green, which we played against twice, or I guess one of them was like Splashing Black. But like the green landfall decks, Aang's Iceberg and Get Lost answer Nursery. They answer Earthbender's Ascension. So love having those as the main deck, like removal spells. And then our Wraths are kind of like Day of Judgment is just super solid. Turn 4, destroy all creatures, super clean. Running 2 of them, and then the other ones are kind of like various hedges. So Deadly Cover Up. You know, you can, if they earthbend a forest, you can extract all the forests from their deck. Usually good landfall players won't give you that line, but it does come up sometimes. And then Deadly Cover Up is also just good better against the control decks than the other Wraths. Other Wrath that we're diversifying with is Spectacular Pileup. Excuse me. Relevantly makes everything lose indestructible. Will also randomly kill vehicles if there's a Lumbering World Wagon hanging out. But makes all creatures lose indestructible. Very relevant against Sapling Nursery. Similar with Day of Black Sun. Relevant against Sapling Nursery to make the creatures lose all abilities. I thought of like one of the decks we played against had a Rise of Sozin, which we got to cast off of Cruelclaw's Heist, and that felt super sweet. So maybe that can be considered as somewhere in the mix of the Wraths that we play. We'll see. But we since we're not the blue control deck, where we get to play 4 Stock Up and 4 Consult the Star Charts, we do need to play a higher density of Wraths, but just because we don't get to go digging for them. So we need to make sure that we have them when we need them. Yeah, not much else to say about the deck. 4 Hex is kind of standard. 4 Get Lost, as I said, super good against the Lessons and the Mono Green. The Removal Suite is also very good against the Izzet Slickshot. The weakness of this deck, like the trade-off that we're giving away, is we're much worse against Excruciator. We don't have a very good clock, and the clock that we are able to present draws us cards, which if they like stick an Excruciator, then we're just kind of like SOL. So definitely giving up big points in the Excruciator matchup. That deck does seem to be on the downswing right now, though, so we'll see how the metagame turns. Other match that is probably difficult, I ran into it twice yesterday, but Elementals, they main deck for Wistfulness, which can kill the Firdoch Core or the Annex or the Mazemind Tome, so they can kind of like cut us off of our sources of card advantage. So hopefully like the Planeswalkers give us a little bit of diversification in that area. But that is a potential weakness. We didn't get to play against it today, but that green-black deck also was only playing 4 Wraths, which was probably wrong. Like, that deck just had way too much air in it. You'll see in the videos I was playing a Realm of Co, and it came in tapped way too often, so I just cut it for a 4th Soulstone Sanctuary. We're already making our mono requirements. We have 18 white, right? 5, 13, or 5, 9, 12, 19, 16, 17, 18. Sorry. Can't do math. It's late. We have 18 white sources for Ajani. We have 14 untapped black for Requiting Hex. Yeah, and then I think we have like 18 tapped black, 19, so definitely enough for Deadly Cover Up and the likes. Day of Black Sun on turn 4 would be 16. Or Cruelclaw's Heist is the other one, so 4, 8, 9, 12, 16, 19. So we are a little shy for Cruelclaw's Heist, so maybe Soulstone Sanctuary needs to just be like Fabled Passage or something. Or it could just be Concealed Courtyard. I don't know. But yeah, so we're a little shy. You need 21 to consistently cast Cruelclaw's Heist. We're only playing 20 here. So 6, 10. Yeah, we're playing 20. But Cruelclaw's Heist is good on turn 2, but also good later in the game. So I think I'm okay with that. Moving on to the sideboard, Requisitions Raid, just the best disenchant option, cheap disenchant option that we have against Lessons. If we do fall behind and they like get a bunch of sticky permanents into play, Requisition Raid can 2-for-1 them and kill an artifact and an enchantment. There was also a spot where we were like thinking about putting +1/+1 counters on our Ajani tokens when we went turn 3 Ajani. We ended up losing that game, but not for lack of board presence. Yeah, the duress is pretty straightforward. We're a sorcery speed control deck. You need the hand disruption against the instant speed control decks. Rest in Peace, very solid. I did bring it in against Green Landfall. I don't know if I sideboarded correctly against them. I'm not used to having the white sideboard options, but I did bring in Rest in Peace against them. I think that it's correct just because Ice-Till Explorer can just go nuts with us, against us. Second Pest Control on the board. Double Torpor Orb. I could see going up on Torpor Orb. Strategic Betrayal seemed kind of meh to me. So if you really wanted to like get a couple more points against the Excruciator decks, you could try 3 or 4 Torpor Orbs. Yeah. What else did I bring Torpor Orb in against? I brought it in against Dimir Midrange. It was surprisingly good there. I never thought about bringing it in when I was playing like the Dimir control decks, because I was also playing Deceit, but turning off Tidebinder is very relevant, like them Tidebindering an Annex trigger or an Ugin trigger, or like a Mazemind Tome trigger or an Iceberg trigger, or any of our Planeswalkers, it just feels really bad. And then they're also playing Deep Cavern Bat as well, so turning that off. So I didn't hate having 2 Torpor Orbs against them. Obviously, the crux of that matchup is still Cat and Kaito, but Torpor Orb kind of like cuts off their plan B of like finding a spot to tempo us with a Tidebinder. And the end is also good against Cat and Kaito, and Landfall randomly. So the numbers on the removal, I could see the numbers tweaking as the metagame evolves, but I think this core, other than like the Dimir midrange or the Dimir Excruciator matchup feeling pretty unfavorable, I think that this is really well positioned right now. Get Lost main, Aang's Iceberg main, yeah. So enjoy the matches. Let me know what you think, and as always, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Helps grow the channel. Appreciate you all being here. I always have a ton of fun brewing, sharing the decks, hearing what other people think, and I appreciate the opportunity to do it. So thanks for watching. Enjoy the matches. Catch you next time. Peace and chicken grease. Very high ranked, 319. Ooh. Draw. If they're aggro, this hand is very good. So we'll try it. Looks like mono green. Yeah, I mean, like, we need lands. We can either play our tap land next turn and play... Yeah, we gotta just kill the Hydra. They don't play interaction in the main deck usually, so I think I'm pretty safe, like, sandbagging this Get Lost. See if we can, get them to, like, extend into something. Like, the way they sequence their lands and spells. Ooh. Okay. The way they sequence their lands and spells depends heavily on, Might Form Harmonizer, that's a good one. Okay. Well, there's our basic. So Might Form Harmonizer could potentially 8 us here. It could 6. It could 12 us if they like. Well, it would be 10 if they like pop the map on the land. I think I need to just plan on iceberging their Ascension. Okay. This might work out. Because now they don't have any more lands in their hand. I mean, they could get one off of this map. Okay, they're just bashing us, that's fine. Firdoch Core. So we're just gonna jam Elspeth into play. We have 3 black and 2 white, so... Nature's Rhythm in mono green. Haven't seen that one before. If they bin it, then they can go get a 3 cost. A 4 cost. Because this is 4 plus 3 plus 1. So they can go get an Ice Till? That'd be really good. They don't have a fetch land in their yard, though. Okay, they're bashing us instead. Give them their landfall trigger. Chocobo. Okay. Ooh. So unless they hit a fetch land here, I think that we're about to stabilize.
More heroes for the cause.
Oh, that was dumb. I should have just made 2 demons, then I for sure stabilize. Get your head in the game, Sean. Get your head in the game. Yeah, if they hit a fetch land here, they can, like, go get Ice Till and then pop off with Ascension and kill our Elspeth, and then... Okay, not a fetch land, but a land. They're pumping this? Them hitting the Nature's Rhythm off of the map was pretty lucky of them. They basically drew a card. Like, they drew a non-land card. If they had pumped the Chocobo instead of the land, then Elspeth would be dead here. Can't heist the Nature's Rhythm, unfortunately. Fetch land is so gross. We might just be dead. Yeah, because they can go get Ice Till. This has Trample. This is potentially an 18 on its own. Yeah, they're getting Ice Till. Oh, just hoof. Just a hoof, you know. Everything has Trample. So we're just dead. Alright. Nature's Rhythm and Mono Green. That's a new one. Have not seen that one before. I guess we could have survived. Oh no, this just doubles. Yeah, okay. If they're playing Crater Hoof, no, Torpor Orb is still not very good against them. Kind of like Rest in Peace, though. Turns off Ice Till and their Nature's Rhythm. I do like Requisition Raid against them. Pest Control, like, they play Elf and Chocobo, so Pest Control is, like, decent. But, like, I don't think that's the axis that we want to be battling them on, either. What comes out? Ajani might come out. Probably the heists. And then if we're on the play, it might be Pest Control. I mean, Pest Control does also hit, whatchamacallit. It doesn't hit their Earthbent lands, but it hits the Tree Folk tokens. Six Wraths. It might just be a Ajani. It might be a Mazemind Tome. Mazemind Tome is slightly better on the play. Like, we just had that tome in our hand all game that last game. We just never had time to play it because they're just so good at deploying threats. I think it's probably Mazemind Tome. Okay. This is what we signed up for. Yep. If I knew for sure I could day next turn, I would probably slam this Annex, but now I need to consider just like black sunning for 0 to kill this forest, keep them off of 4. I think I need to just try and... That's not an untapped white land. We got one more hit. They don't go nuts this turn. I mean, they play so many high curve cards. They have to have, like, they play Ice Till and Harmonizer. Okay. Alright, so daying here would not be half bad. Taking 6, taking 4. Let's see, what is on top of our deck? I mean, I have to keep that there. So Ascension is going to be on. Are we getting Origin of Metal Bending? Yeah. Okay, well, we do have a second Annex. And we for sure get to day next turn. So, like, if they have a Sapling Nursery here, we might be in some trouble. Okay, Cubs of 4/4. Could be a 5/5 if they pop the Vein. But if that's what they're spending their turn on, I think I'm okay with that. Okay. Something smells like a Sapling Nursery. Because they couldn't quite play it that turn. Okay, let's see what's on top. Liliana, Dreadhorde, General. If If I for sure had a 6th land, I would probably keep that. But I don't have a 6th land. And keeping her would mean that I'm not... I mean, they didn't play anything there. I have a feeling they're going to play Sapling Nursery. It's going to cost 3. They'll be able to keep up the exile. Potentially make 2 things. I would love to be able to keep this, but I don't think I can. Okay, Origin of Metal Bending would have just killed us there. Alright, we might be in the clear. Let's get rid of this. It probably was going to be better to Ritual Chamber. No, if they had an Origin of Metal Bending, they would have cast it there when we did our day, so they're probably not going to kill this unless they have a Paw Patch formation. Okay, this game is looking good. I don't know what's in their hand. Probably more land since they played a land for nothing last turn. Okay. Yeah, more lands. We're at 7. Make our boom boom. Yeah, they've drawn 8, 9 lands. Hands. Another Earthbender's Ascension. Okay. So now they can... Okay, well, we get to get them with this Hex. I don't know what they can draw to get out of this at this point. Alright. Alright. Probably should have brought the end in. What do I want it more than? I don't think we're gonna have time to Mazemind Tome shenanigans. That could be wrong though. Like, they have removal for Unholy Annex. But Mazemind Tome is so slow. Like, we just have no time to breathe against them. They are in the tank. Okay, here we go. Okay. We get to play Ajani. Probably need to keep that. I don't know. Maybe I should bottom it. I'm gonna be greedy and bin it. Like, we do have a lot of expensive spells in our deck, but we don't have any of them in our hand. Okay, they didn't play a 1 or a 2. So, I'm gonna run this out. Maybe I should have kept up Hex, because now if they play Earthbender's Ascension... No? What in the world is in their hand?
Stand by my side, friend.
What a ridiculous looking token. The art in Lorwyn is very nice. Harmonizer, Ice-Still Explorer. Nice. I will take Ice-Still Explorer. Okay.
Side by side we fight.
Did they just keep, like, a bunch of lands and Ice-Still Explorer? So Rest in Peace is just randomly hosing them? They probably have, like, a Crater Hoof in their hand or something. They have to have, like, something absurd. Nature's Rhythm for 3. Okay. I feel like I'm getting, yeah, Changeling. Nice. Well, we at least got to, exile their Nature's Rhythm, so I'll take that. I think I'm supposed to activate this Sanctuary here. The end.
Stand by my side, friend.
Mara. Really want to use the end on that? I think I'm just gonna, like, I can Requisition Raid putting a token on all of my stuff, and then I have a ton of power and toughness in play, and I can hold up the end. So, oh, maybe I just want to do that instead, but then I can't hold up the end.
Thank you for your aid.
But I do already have... I think I'm supposed to lead with the demon here, though. Because they don't have any more lands in their hand, because they stopped playing lands with Ice Till. And Craterhoof is out of their deck. I don't know how many Nature's Rhythms they play. I imagine if they're playing like this many toolboxy things, they play more than one Nature's Rhythm. Are we going to get to Ultimate Ajani this game? That'd be pretty sweet. Chocobo. Alright. More Ice Tills. Ooh, okay. Alright, popping off with their lands. Lumara's getting big. They have one card in their hand, though. Not even offering the trade with Lumara. Ooh. We don't have 7 mana.
Side by side we fight.
Liliana's pretty good on this board. Until they, like, give something trample. Okay. Oh, shoot. Am I just dead? I think I'm just dead. Yeah. Oh, unlocking the room. Unlocking the room. It got us. I mean, they don't know that we don't have, like, a Get Lost or something in our hand, so they might, like, play conservatively and, like, try and kill a Ajani or something. Or we might be able to, like, catch him with gaining 2 life here. Yeah, so this is... Are they gonna get another Ice Tome? Or another Might Form Harmonizer? Another Might Form Harmonizer, probably, and then we're just super dead. Yep. if we had just left the end open, then we get to, like, the end the Mightform Harmonizer before they get to go nuts. Yeah, we're done. Okay. Escape tunnel got us. Well, I feel like that was a very close match. We were definitely in that. But, you know, Landfall is one of the best decks for a reason. And there you have it. Gochon, 94%. Okay. Realm of Co again being awkward. Maybe Realm of Co just isn't worth it. Probably should have led with the Courtyard. I probably need to, yeah, keep open the option to Heist, or to Hex into Heist. Green-black. Do I want to gift this Heist? Kinda do. Like, if they're green-black, bunch of tap lands, summon Fenrir, Bushwhack, Badger Mole Cub, I think I take this. Well, maybe I don't really want them to extract me. I mean, I have a variety of win conditions, but I'm gonna take Rise. That might be wrong, but oh, they didn't play the Fabled Passage. I feel like they're supposed to play the Fabled Passage line there. They're like green-black landfall. Like ramp? Bushwhack is an interesting one. Do I wanna... I hate this Realm of Co so much. I need to cut this card. Yeah, if I could hold up Get Lost here, I would for sure just slam this Annex. It might be correct to just slam the Annex anyway, because I need to just draw a 6th land. There we go. And there's our basic, to get our untapped Realm of Co in play. Four cards with that name. I don't even know what I'm supposed to name. Probably like Ice Tail Explorer, Mightform Harmonizer. Maybe I should be playing a Rise of Sozin. Like, this does feel real good. That might be better than Liliana. I'm calling Sapling Nursery. Bloomvine Regent. Okay. Realm, Rise of Sozin, Bloomvine Regent, 2 Mightform Harmonizers, 3 World Wagons, Fenrir, and they're just playing Bushwhack as their mana fixing to get double black. So they're splashing black for Rise of Sozin and Bitter Triumph, and then probably sideboard cards. Okay. Interesting take. Or 8, 9, 10, 11. They can give this trample. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Maybe I just make a demon? No, because then I can't end a turn get lost. So I'm taking 11. Unfortunately, you need to take away my Fire Lord. 3, 4. Probably should have held the core since I have Ugin in my hand.
If my interventions, I wield the essence of this world.
Still, they're keeping on top. That seems strange. Hitting Ugin. Let's see. I could Elspeth and then 0 Ugin to make 2 6/6s. That probably just ends the game, right?
My blade serves the people of this world.
Uh, we to cut. Pest Control. They are a little slower. I don't know how I feel about cutting Mazemind Tome. We are on the draw, though. Let's do one strategic betrayal. No. Against Ice Till, you just need to have the yard gone. All right, let's try it. The End is a very good sideboard card against mono green, but they're not quite mono green. Ooh. Final part helps. I get got by an Origin of Metal Bending or Defend the Rider or some equivalent. Pest Control would be really good right here. Very good right here. I think I care more about keeping this Earthbender's Ascension offline than I care about getting Core in play. Yeah, let's just get you gone. Although, they could have Nursery here. Maybe I should have held it for Nursery. Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate. Kill our core. They have any more land. Well, this is gonna Earthbend, and then they're gonna get a. This So if we play Lily and plus her, then she goes to 7, but she's going to take 5. Could play Lily and minus her. No, I think we still just day. If we draw an untapped land, then we can Lily minus. Or they might not even try and nice. They might not even try and blow up the core. Yeah. Like the end costs 2 less now, significantly.
I require servants. Your corpse will volunteer. This is more enjoyable than slaying demons.
Okay, yeah, they're killing the core. But now we do get to Iceberg, their nursery. Maybe we just want to make a demon. Let's just make a demon. Do they have another Origin of Metal Bending? Okay. I'm super curious what they name. Like they saw Elspeth last game. We didn't show them Ugin. Yeah, they're just in the tank. Rise of Sozin notably fortify. They just timed out.
Death is such an effective tool.
Looks like they might have just disconnected, but we're still gonna. think they're just dead. Might form Harmonizer. Yeah, they're just dead. How did they sideboard? They just brought in the Hydras? I don't think they had Hydra. Hydra, Origin of Metal Bending, Ball Patch Formation. Yeah. Alright. So we do have the tools to like beat the landfall decks. This one was a little weird, but it's a winnable matchup. It's definitely close. They're a very powerful deck, but we have Dan 009, 96%. Okay. Ooh, Dimir mid-range. Like we already have one answer to Kaito, but they could bat us. So if we were on the play, we just get them with the Day of the Black Sun. Okay, no Kaito. So like if they counter this and then play Cat, I'm gonna be really sad. So am I supposed to just hold up the Iceberg? I guess like they might have Pit's Drowner as well, so maybe we just want to like catch more with the Day of Black Sun. If I didn't have the Iceberg in my hand, I would probably have gone for the Day there. But it seems like they have a Cat, so... Okay, no Cat. Yeah, well, I'm fine just taking 2 every turn. I don't really want to blink. I played the untapped land there in case I need to double get lost. That is nice. That was a great draw. Okay. think I want that. Like, I have Ugin mana, and I don't have an Annex yet, so... And that does turn on the Deadly Cover-Up. If they activate the Sanctuary here, going for a Tidebinder. We just bottomed. We just binned the core. They don't have a second Tidebinder in their hand, unless they drew it. I guess they had a window to draw it that where they wouldn't have Tidebindered the Iceberg. They had to have a reason to not spend their mana there. Is their last card Bitter Triumph? If it is, then can they 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? They can Bitter Triumph and attack with Reef and Soulstone Sanctuary. Yeah, they didn't even get the pay the extra to get the 2/2. Oh, if I unlock this door... I mean, if they had a removal, they would have played it, so... I think I'm just priced into unlocking. Countering the trigger. I'm at 2, but I'm gonna gain 2. I can't cast this cover up though anymore. Don't even want to play that. Hmm. They have 5 maps. Man, they just casually drew all 4 cats. Am I dead?
I love a dramatic entrance. I've got them pinned. Press the attack.
Swing. Those map tokens. Okay. So they're playing Sean. Cecil. Since we just saw Siren. Really explored playing Torpor Orb against them, but maybe I should. I think Rest in Peace is worth it. It only really affects Cat. The Torpor Orb stops a Bat, and it stops Tidebinder. Planeswalkers are probably pretty bad against them. But then that leaves our only way of killing them in Annex. They don't play extraction effects, though. Like, Dig was decent there. One more Pest Control, we can always cycle it. Yeah, we just want lands. That cuts them off of Kaitoing me right now. And now I can safely Cruelclaw's Heist them. I don't think I want to gift. because if they have a cat or a Kaito, if they have a cat, I have to take cat. If they have a Kaito or a cat, I take cat. If they have a Kaito, then I would probably prefer to gift it. It's a tough call. I have like so little action in my hand, I think I'm gonna gift it. Okay, well, let them just draw a card for no reason, but we're denying them the cat. Excuse me. Sneak in my Enduring Curiosity, but then if they kill this one, I'm in some deep trouble. So, like, if I sneak in my cat and they activate Reef and attack, I would just, like, block both, and then they would have 2 Enduring Curiosity enchantments in play. And, like, every creature they play is just a must-kill threat now. And they would have a Disdainful Stroke in their hand. So I think I just plan on blocking it with the Soulstone Sanctuary.
Don't worry, Pom Pom John. Never underestimate my skills. Okay, now let's run away.
Ugin. We get their stroke. Two, 3, 5. Now we get to Ugin their cat. We get to draw a card. Nice. So now we get to hold up Hex too.
I grant you, I am the master. I will mend the wise. Heed my advice.
Yeah, was definitely worth it there. It turned off 2 bats and a Tidebinder. So they are playing Cecil, and they didn't play any Sirens that game, but I can't imagine they sided them out. But maybe we want Day. Maybe we want one more sweeper. Is Ajani decent against them? Like, they don't have a ton of flyers. I don't know. We'll try this. Mazemind Tome. Thought sees bug. Popping this now in case they have detect intrusion. Got lost. Double Kaito. What a sicko. But they don't have a third land. They don't have any blue mana. That's nice. I guess I should have done that first. Yeah, wasted that pest control. Nagi, Stroke, Wan Shi Tong, double Annul, double Phantom Interference, one more Duress.
I love a dramatic entrance. I've trained with the best.
Okay. So we can... His sanctuaries are now 4/4s, so I don't think I want this. So let's do this.
I'm really not used to losing.
we just bin that? Okay. Can I start attacking him? Yes, I can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So this one can get in. Hmm. I thought for sure he was going to go for the Tidebinder there. So he's going to get to draw 1 card. I should not have attacked with the Sanctuary there. But now I can at least deadly cover up instead of having to the end. Making a 2/2. It was a weird game 3. We got very lucky. But, like, even if they were able to play out their threats on time, I feel like at a certain point, maybe, like, even if they could play their... If they got their first blue mana even a turn, like 2 or 3 turns sooner, Like, we had the removal lined up for them. We were just like waiting for them to play their threats into our removal, since we had a very reactive hand, which was really awkward against their super not proactive hand. So, well, that's control for you. That's what we signed up for. Pontaro, 81%. This is not a good hand. Like, it would be good if this were a land. Snap keep this. We're on a draw, and we have a Hex, and we have a Tome. Oh, this hand is so sweet if we just draw a land. We have 2 turns to hit a land. No, let's be responsible Magic players. Black-white mirror. Oh jeez, what is this? This is an interesting deck. Frank. He's very good against specifically us. Mono-screwed us, to be exact. What is our best line here? It might be, I think we are taking the prank. We're just dead to Bandit's Talent. No, we can Mazemind Tome. No, no. No, no, we can. I wonder if they're gonna level up or... I have no idea how he came back in this game. But it feels good.
Once I and the master of fools have sown discord.
Bandit's Talent.
And they shall reap.
Playing like Pixie and Opposition Agent, so maybe Torpor Orb is good against them. Pest Control doesn't seem great. Like trim on some of the Wraths. Like we want to be able to kill their... I mean, like killing a Bandit's Talent isn't even that great. Maybe I do want Torpor Orb. I want Duress. Like we saw Bandit's Talent, Rankle's Prank, Day of Judgment, Unholy Annex. Yeah. I don't know if we want it more than anything else, though. Like, I don't think we want a ton of Wraths. Maybe Torpor Orb is just not good. We'll just duress the hell out of them. This hand is not good. Okay. we should trim some hexes. Like, we didn't see any super threatening creatures. Yeah, hexes honestly probably should get cut for the Torpor Orbs. Saboteur, we just one got duressed and one got put on the bottom. Keeping the Ugin was probably greedy. We knew they had a bunch of discards, so. Alright. We don't have double white for Ajani, but this is probably going to get duressed. Okay, well now we have double white for Ajani. Non-land card from it, they discard that card. Okay.
Your guide and guard. Your size belies your bravery.
That's
Side by side we fight.
I hate situations like this. Probably have to keep it. But we're also probably just going to discard our top end before we can get to it. Non-land permanent.
Stand by my side, friend.
Probably should have brought in the raids. Forgot about Unholy Annex. Like, yeah, there's no way that this Ugin is staying in our hand until next turn. They've drawn so many cards. Each player discards 2 cards. Okay. And there we go. Flickering it and making a 1/1. There it's 7. Oh, the changeling is a demon.
Side by side we fight.
Like, I don't think I can even hit anything with this. So they're going to 8. If they have an answer for the Sanctuary, I don't think I can race them. That's fine. Like Ajani can get a core.
Stand by my side, friend.
So they can make a demon here, and then they go up to 7. But we have 6 1/1s. That's not gonna do it. Yeah, we don't have anything to hit with Ajani's ultimate. Like, Unholy Annex is not going to count. We can get a bunch of Firdoch Cores. Yeah.
We
Okay, I forgot about Iceberg. That's pretty good. So that's... They have to chomp, and then they go to 1. It's 2 life.
Thank you for your aid.
So Ajani's ultimate can get Aang's Iceberg. That is very good to know. Alright, it's getting late. I would prefer to do 5 matches with the deck, but I need to go to bed. So we're going to call it here. Take one last look at the deck before we wrap up for sure. Super bummed that I didn't get to play against Lessons. But, you know, that being the main deck that I was trying this deck out to beat. So, big takeaways. Things I like, especially compared to the green-black version. The green-black version, I think, had just too much air in it, right? It was playing 4 cores, 3 Mutavault guys, and then 4 elves, with only, the same amount of card draw. So I think that the green-black version just had too much air in it. This version is playing more removal, and then the extra planeswalkers as threats, right? Lily, Elspeth, Ajani, all of them were relevant in the matches that we played. So I think that the green-black deck still has potential, but I would want to probably just cut the Mutavault guys, and then I don't even know if it's worth playing green at that point. But I liked our removal suite against the decks that we expected to see, and yeah, I think the deck performed well. Wish we could have played against Lessons. Yeah. Alright, thanks for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. If you've made it this far, you probably already have. But I appreciate you. Let me know what you think. And I'll catch you next time. Peace and chicken grease.